I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people.
I am sorry.
Let's get ready
Are you
for
okay?
Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Breakfast Club of Boxing as GTO, Instagram, we just love it. It's the passion, man. And we're here to talk about the big fight. Super duper, duper duper, big fight. We are live and taking phone calls.
Boxing Voice. Ayo Ness, roll up the Hardin. I just landed at Reed, I'm trying party. Roll up. Shout out to I mean. We rollin' permanent marker. Be careful, this jabber stain you like a permanent marker. Size him up, then back him down. Vander Holyfield posture. All these other shows frauds. We the real, they imposters. We got like 2 phones lit. I'm on my 2-tone ish. Let's drop the line up. We got Bill Haney on the list. Whether it's X or Discord, hit the line. The floor is yours. You ain't feeling. In my opinion, we can meet at border wars. Throw you straight and I'ma slip. Throw my straight, you know it's lit. I take this rollie off my wrist and throw some gloves on this. I throw some gloves on this and turn the money made. Hit the subscribe button, it's free and you can join the day. And hit that champ level. Appreciate it. We live every day, twice a day. We stay dedicated. This the Boxing Voice. No better way to start your day. If it's hot, we got the drop, and that's each and every day. Whether you on the West Coast or the East, press play. 6 a.m. or 9 a.m. We'll get you through your day. This the Boxing Voice. No better way to start your day. If it's hot, we got the drop, and that's each and every day. Whether you on the West Coast or the East, press play. They tuning in from New York all the way to the UK.
This is just too easy. It's like taking candy from a baby. What up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is your morning show this Tuesday, and we got a jam-packed show filled with X rumors. We got Twitter polls. We got you name it. We got YouTube polls. We got Discord polls. We got a lot of questions that we want to ask the audience, because it looks like Teofimo Lopez Jr. has joined PBC's Takeover. Last seen on Instagram and Twitter, wearing a PBC hat in the video, doing a little dance, giving a little wink, giving a little People's Rock eyebrow. And the internet is on fire. Many believing that Teofimo Lopez has signed to the PBC. So this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to discuss, has Teofimo Lopez Jr., the WBO junior welterweight champ, current lineal champ at 140, has he signed with Premier Boxing's champions? Let's unpack a little of this buzz that's been going on X. A lot of people insinuating that this is true. I mean, even some are taking Lamont Roach's tweet indicating that he's looking to spoil the plans and fight Teo next. Teo, like I said, wearing the PBC hat with the date on the video that says 8/16, as if he's indicating he could potentially be on the undercard of Lamont Roach Gervonta Davis rematch. Is this the start of the new era for Teofimo Lopez with PBC, or is this just another fake out? More hype, more cap. Join me. Hit me up on X. And if you're listening on X, hit that retweet, repost. You can also hit us up on Discord. But we're definitely looking for your opinions today. It would be good to get a lot of different people to call in and let us know what you guys feel. Is this a good move for Teo? Is it the right fit? Some people on X, where boxing, lives, because people converse about boxing on Twitter, formerly known as Twitter anyway, but now currently X, every day, all day. Some people saying that they will no longer rock with Al Heyman and Tom Brown if this rumor is true, simply because of all the racial remarks that Teofimo Lopez has said. Al Heyman being this pro-black company, they don't really want to see Teo get a deal after having so many racist remarks and, just all the things he said. We know what he said. He knows what he said. The world knows what he said. And that's why they're reacting and saying they'll be done with Tom Brown, done with Al Heyman if Al gives him a shot. But you got to remember that once upon a time, Floyd Money Mayweather said Teo and Tank was the biggest fight to make. Is this a move to the PBC for Teo after having burnt the bridges with Turkey Al-Sheikh? Is the PBC throwing him a lifeline? Do you want to see Teo with the PBC? Does it matter? And speaking of does it matter, on our Discord, I got one long poll. And the reason I'm saying does it matter, because I put a few choices in there because I think it does matter to some. So this particular poll, we have about 3 of them, but this particular poll on our Discord, so join the community so that you can obviously partake in the poll. It says, who should Lopez fight next under the PBC if the rumors are true? Gervonta Davis, if he wins. Jerome Boots Ennis, promoted by the PBC, meaning, yeah, we want him to fight Boots, but as a PBC fight, because PBC knows how to make the big fight. They give you that big pay-per-view feel. A lot of people feel that we're missing that. And that's what PBC brings. So I'm being specific. Jerome Boots Ennis, promoted by PBC. Lamont Rhodes Jr., if he wins. Richardson Hitchens, if he wins. George Kambosos, that's a rematch that Teo should get back in blood. But if George wins, Gary Antoine Russell, unification. Haney, but promoted by the PBC. Maybe that'll change your guys' mind. Not a Turkey Al-Sheikh fight, not a Saudi Arabia fight, but a PBC Teofimo Lopez Haney pay-per-view. Alberto Puello, if he wins over Matias. Or Sabril Matias, if he wins over Alberto Puello. So on Discord, we got plenty of options for you. And right now, 50% of the public wants Gervonta Tank Davis. 25% want Gary Antoine Russell. Over on X, is Teofimo Lopez Jr., is Teofimo Lopez Jr.'s PBC hat video a sign of a done deal? 14% believe, yep, it's legit. 49.1%, nah, Teofimo capping. 23.6% need more proof. 12.7% say, who cares? Bring on Boots Ennis. So 12% is high compared to the 14.5% that believe the rumor is legit. Over on the community page, which is usually our biggest location to get poll answers, we get the most votes here. Is Teofimo Lopez PBC hat video a sign of a deal? Drop your take. We got signed and fighting August 16th, 2025 on PBC. 15% believe that option. 39% say just rumors, no deal yet. 33% say PBC or not, he's ducking Haney and Keyshawn. 13% say, who cares? I want Boots and his fight. So we got a couple polls going. If you want to give us your opinion on them, please do. We want to give everybody, you know, all the results and let you guys get a pulse for the rest of the community and how they feel. We got a couple polls going, and there goes the repeat. So we got one here on the live show. Has Teofimo Lopez signed with the PBC? 17% say, yes, it's a done deal. 34% say no. Teo always capping. 23% say maybe, but I need proof. 25% don't care, just want big fights. So, you know, most people, that's how they feel. They really don't care. We just, you know, if you give us the big fights, we really don't care what you guys are doing, right? But this is what we're talking about. If you're interested, you know what to do. We're taking calls right here on Discord and X Spaces. And yeah, man, let's talk about this, because Teo is definitely insinuating that, you know, he could be with the PBC. I want to go ahead and show you that video where he has no words, though. You know, he's very good at what he does, you know. No words, just a little bit of, I guess, acting, right? Is really all you can say. You know, he does a good job. As like I said, he's good at what he does, as Bud Crawford would say. So here is the video of Teofimo that really got the internet talking. This is Teo in a PBC hat. And again, he doesn't say much. But you see the date, 8/16, puts a sun emoji. He's wearing the PBC hat. He has the Takeover shirt.
More money, more problems.
Caption on the song is "More money, more problems." And he adjusts the hat and then points at the camera and gives you the little wink.
More money, more problems. More money, more problems.
So if this is an indicator that he's with the PBC, then, you know, he's with the PBC. Now, we've seen Teo in a hat before. We haven't seen him put a date, you know. There's also a video that I want you to see, because, again, Teo himself is claiming these things, right? And what can I say? We have to believe until he's proven, I guess, you know, that he's capping, that it's not real. Not like we haven't seen Teo make things up in the past. But, you know, this is big news right now. So I don't want to dismiss anything without, you know, an official report, because we haven't had any reports from major media, no ESPNs, no Michael Coppinger, Ring TVs, none of that. But once again, let me look for this video. I thought I was going to just find it on my timeline here, but I guess I got to go to my messages. But if you want to call in, feel free. Now is the time. Discord available. X Spaces available. And we are taking calls. Let's see, is this it? No, that's not the one. Give me 1 second. I have it in my notes, so it's just a matter of finding the right link. But it's a video of Ellie Setback video with Teo basically, claiming that he is going to be fighting on the PBC, or rather next, on the PBC, and that he'll be in attendance potentially for that August 16th fight. So these are all, indicators that this could be potentially true. Where is this Ellie Setback video? I might need to double back because I lost it. And I know I got it in my notes. I copied and pasted and everything. This is crazy. Is it this one? Yeah, this might be it right here. This one says straight from Teo. Yes, we got it. We got it. All right. Bear with me. Bear with me, people. This is the video in question, and it's an Ellie Setback video, but I believe it's Teo on his own story, just uploaded to Ellie.
To it, man. August 16th, PBC, Amazon Prime, Gervonta Tank Davis, Lamont Roach, the repeat, winner takes all, and I look forward to beating them afterwards. Stay to it, man. August 16th, PBC, Amazon Prime, Gervonta Tank Davis, Lamont Roach, the repeat, winner takes all, and I look forward to beating them afterwards.
So that's one video. And then I'm going to come back and screen share some more, because we also have that Lamont Roach tweet that I think is also important, because I'm not going to front. When I first saw it, I'm like, yeah, whatever. This is all fun and games. You know what I mean? This is not, what I'm reading isn't real. This is just him, yeah, man, saying whatever to get attention, or just like to fuck around, Nothing crazy. But now with all these other clues, I don't know. I don't know that we can overlook this Lamont Roach tweet. These things are so easy to find when I'm not pressed needing a screen share, right? It's fucking bullshit. All right, well. So much for that. I'm going to have to go through my notes again. I thought I was going to find it on the timeline just like the last video. That's a no. But I will get to the phone calls in just a bit. I just want to make sure I show you everything so that you can, truly make a decision on whether this is cap, which is kind of normal. when we talking about T.O., right? It's kind of hard to believe some of the shit to be, coming from him. But it's like I'm saying, there is a lot of evidence that indicates that this could be possibly real. So I don't have the actual tweet, but I got a screen share, which is good enough. But the tweet is still out there. Lamont has not deleted this. As you can see, Lamont Roach Jr. says, F it. I'm letting the cat out the bag. T.O. waiting for the rematch so me and him can fight for his belt at 140. See, when this first dropped, I'm like, he just, saying shit to get the internet going. But now that T.O.'s coming out and more evidence is pointing to the potential possibility that this could be real, maybe Lamont ain't capping. Maybe Lamont is feeling like, look, they already making plans again. I'm about to beat Tank again, this time definitively. This time they won't rob me. And I'm going to, I'll be the one fighting Teofimo Lopez and upsetting the plans, right? Or he could just be capping, saying something to get us going, essentially. He doesn't strike me as the type. He's never really been on social media trying to, he's never been on his Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez type of, stuff. So, but the bottom line is the PBC signing is unconfirmed and based solely off, strongly off T.O. video, T.O.'s hat video, T.O.'s, live video that I just showed you saying that he's going to be there. But it's corroborated by tweets by Lamont Roach, and things of that nature that give you that feeling that maybe this is real. So this is what we're talking about. If you guys are interested in calling in, I'm taking calls now. I've pretty much screen shared everything. We got a couple super chats I want to get to. We are not the same, $5. Yo, Ness, you think he trolling? Because they also spoke yesterday on Boots going to PBC that Bozy is scheduled to speak to Al Heyman to confirm. Hey, remember that Boots' deal is up. So maybe now that, Eddie did that groundwork and made Boots into a lukewarm star, Al is interested in taking him back over to the PBC to take him over the top. And like I said in my Discord poll, fight Boots promoted by PBC because, guys just prefer the pay-per-views of the PBC. We got DC3, $2. Thank you, Al Heyman. We got Matt with the $5. If T.O. signs with the PBC, fire emoji. I wouldn't be surprised that then T.O. versus Devin happens. Mega fight build-up. May versus Senior, Lopez, and Bill. Theatrics. We got Mr. Perfect with the $5. So Ninja still taking other fights while they got one? Shaking my head. Ninja's gonna learn. Yeah, man. I mean, look. I don't think that it's taking fight, but you got to have a plan. Plus, I feel like if you tell a guy like Lamont, man, look, if you beat Tank, man, you going to get T.O. It's motivation. I don't think that it's necessarily a hindrance. It should be motivation to the focus. But I could be wrong. Calls, we taking them. Lines, they open. We got Bo Rogers. What it do? First caller of the day.
Yo, what up, Ness?
What up?
Check it out. I seen that shit. And it'll be a good move if it is true. It's a good move, smart move. About time you got to hook up with people who know what they doing. You can't be getting up with people who just trying to do some experimental shit with your career. It ain't that. It ain't that. You know what I'm saying? What Turkey should stick to is that tournament he doing with all them WBC fighters and stuff. I like that type of stuff with Turkey now. But when it comes to the big boys, let Al Heyman do that because they know what they doing. They've been doing it. He got plenty of track record and history of it. So that's what they need to stay in their lane. Tio doing the right thing. Devin need to do it. Huh?
I ain't saying nothing. I'm listening to you.
Oh yeah. Devin need to do it too. And Shakur. They all need to just come on over to PBC and let's get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? It's time. These boys wasting their career. Devin shouldn't have been on no undercard. Pio shouldn't have been on no undercard. These guys got, for Ryan Garcia, even though he a big name, but all these guys got a name. So the right move to make is everybody stop hating. You want boxing under one roof. That's the roof to put it under. We got everybody. We understand what people want now. We see what's going on, but we got to get the support of the fans and everybody. If, ain't no need of knocking the pay per view model if everybody's still gonna eventually throw pay per view out there anyway. Her act like they won't gonna never do no damn the zone. They won't gonna never do no pay per view. They doing pay per view anyway. So we might as well go with where we know it's gonna be the best fighter. And the younger fighters, when they sign the PBC, they get to get these old heads guys who can get them a. If you got a chance to go sign with the PBC and fight one of the older fighters that can help you get a name, that's the move to make. Why keep taking me all the way across the world fighting guys that don't nobody know, don't nobody want to see me in the ring with? Come on, all we got to do is pay for these fights and we'll get these fights. That T.O. making the right decision. He talking to Floyd Mayweather. That's the man he need to talk to. He done made the most money out of all these boxers out here. Why you keep running to the middleman to damn get some advice? Eddie Hearn can't tell you shit about selling no goddamn 300 no 3 million pay-per-view. He can't talk to you about that. He don't know nothing about that type of shit. And Turkey don't know that. All he doing is spending. He ain't even spending his own money. What I learned, he's spending the country money. He ain't got his own money. So whenever they decide to pump the brakes on him, he finished. So just go ahead and go with Al Heyman. Stick to the
Champ,
pay-per-view model.
I,
That way we get everything we want.
Al never spent his own money either, man. Remember, he got.
He don't have to. He don't. He
All
shouldn't.
right, so
Turkey should be spending
neither
his.
should
The
Turkey
the
then.
pay-per-view.
But
The
neither should
pay-per-view should
Turkey
be
then.
spending it.
But neither should Turkey then. You sound ignorant. You know, oh, he don't even got his own money. He don't even got his own money. But Al ain't using his own money. He ain't supposed to. The bias from y'all PBC gangbangers is ridiculous. Look, and I need y'all to call in today. You know? But, I mean, can we at least deal with reality? Like, be fair, try to be. You know, just try. But Huang out of Houston, what up?
Yo.
What up? What up?
Man. Well, this got a lot of positives and negatives. Yeah, there's a lot of noise over here. Let me jump in one
Nah,
of
you
these
sound
rooms.
fine.
Oh, I sound fine? All right, perfect. Well, I think it's a good move. I really, now that you threw the Lamont Roach factor in there, I really believe that this doesn't mean necessarily that he signed with PBC, but that he will have an event with PBC, right? But I don't think it's a bad move if he signed with PBC, and the reason for that is they've been treating Tio at Top Rank the way they was doing Bud. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I like the fact that you have different promotional companies. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's the free market. I love the free market. Laissez-faire, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, you want to do me bogus over here? Don't worry. I go somewhere else. And see that, the fact that those other people exist, DAZN, Matchroom, Queensberry, you know what I'm saying? That keeps other promoters honest. Like, man, I just can't do what I want because ain't no monopoly over here. That's why I understand why everybody want everybody under one promotion. You just gonna F the fighters after that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about the big picture. But like I said, that's something I would like Tio to sign, like a 3-fight deal with PBC, just to show Top Rank, F you. Bob Arum, man, he's good to certain people. You know what I mean? Like, look at the events. Like we just had in Norfolk. Since you the guy I'm promoting right now, I'm gonna let you put your brothers on. You bring your homeboy Isley with you. Bring Tiger, your other homeboy. You have all your homeboys over here. We're gonna make it a fun event. Everybody gonna love it, right? And that's cool. But that's only for a select few, or who I like, who I want to push, what narrative I'm trying to make, And so Top Rank is good and it's bad. So I like, if T.O. does go over there, I'm with it. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I am a T.O. fan. Yeah, he do be doing stupid stuff. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff, man. Half the stuff he do. Yeah, some of it's like really making niggas mad. But you know what I'm saying? It's like we're all different. We're all personal people, and I like his craft. And I think he should stay at 140. I don't want him to jump up to 147. 140 is his division. He can dominate, and I really think that he could actually become a real undisputed. I hate when he be calling himself undisputed, because, boy, you wasn't undisputed, homeboy, right? But maybe he can undispute at 140. You know what I mean? So I like it, Ness. You know what I mean? And man, him and Lamont Roach gonna go up to 140. Man, if he take that skill and he got power at 140, man, I don't know, but that would be a battle. I would love to see Lamont Roach and Tio at 140. I would love it. But dang, there was something else I was gonna say. Man, I forgot, man. I stopped smoking weed. But yeah, man, that's all I got, Ness, man. It's a good topic, man. I'm excited for this. I want to see how this plays out, man. I'm a big T.O. fan, man. So shout out to T.O., man. Call in the show, T.O. Let us know what you're doing, man. You ain't got a number to get to T.O., man. You got to send him a text, Ness. Man, you got to come on TBV and talk to us.
No text, but Punch, one of Punch's latest videos says the title is like PBC, T.O. going to the PBC, so, that's his guy. Maybe this is true. We just got to wait and see, bro.
Okay, so it's going to go to Punch before it come to you, basically.
Huh?
The news, if he talk to anybody first, he going to talk to Punch before he talk to anybody
Oh,
else.
yeah, hell yeah. In my opinion,
All right. Well, I'm gonna be looking. I will be looking on the social media, man, because I'm excited about this news, man. I really would love to see Lamont Roach and T.O., man. That at 140, because I don't think T.O. will down to 135. But man, at 140, that'd be a good fight. I think Lamont Roach gonna make a repeat performance of Tank, man. Because now Tank gonna be scared. He gonna know, like, man, I know what I'm dealing with. So we'll see, man. But that's all I got, man. TBV, like and subscribe, man.
Like, subscribe. Join the Patreon today. In other news, Tank Davis and Bill Haney beefing on Twitter. And let me screen share. This is Bill and Tank. Tank just posted, on his own, you feel me? Just talking to his peoples. He posted this, which is a video of him helping Richardson Hitchens, and then Tank says, I done helped a lot of weird-ass ninjas. So Bill, like, that's crazy because I heard real ones helped you, and you did the weird shit. So Tank says, coming from a weird-ass cokehead, and Bill says, you little crack baby, if you don't knock it off, you talking about your daddy, not me. And that's where it ends. K Brazy, don't forget, you won the PS5 raffle. You got 7 days to claim it, or we gonna re-raffle that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying, yo? Cashman P. Put that bitch back on a burner.
Yeah.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Ain't no. Hey, bro, man, this shit, to me, this shit all falls into the. I feel like when I spoke to you a while back, I said, yo, they don't want Devin Haney to get a payday off of them niggas, man. Like, Ryan gave him a little payday, but he did mad theatrics during the whole build up to make niggas not even want to see the fight, bro. Like, they don't want to see that boy get paid, man. They don't want to see him get paid off his name. Every time Devin Haney get a payday, he gotta bust his ass for it, bro. Like, sucks that they like really. How I see it, I feel like they trying to like ice him out from getting the big fights with niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep saying it, man, until y'all see it, man. They don't want him to get paid, man.
But champ, who is they? Like, which fights have you seen get sabotaged? I mean, it's only the Ryan. It's only the Tank and Teo fight that's been hard for him to get. Like, homie got anything else.
All right. So what? I'll say this, right?
I mean, I guess you could add Shakur in there too, but like, that was a Shakur thing, in my opinion.
All right. So when he first wanted to fight Teo, 3-4 years ago, he was like, "Yo, ask Bob about the meeting. The meeting they had nothing to do with him." Teo even said after he fought George Kambosos, he wasn't fighting Devin. He was going up to 140. I'm like, all right, cool, that's corny. We all know Tank wasn't going to fight him. That's corny too. He was a mandatory. He said, yo, petition, like, let's get it popping. Let's negotiate. He ain't want to do it. That's 3. Ryan Garcia ran from him for mad years when he was the mandatory after he fought, Luke Campbell? And Devin was like, all right, when they dapped up after the fight, he had his little crown on and shit. He dapped him up after the fight. They were supposed to make the fight happen. He didn't make the fight until now when he made the fight happen in 2024 on that off strain. You know what I'm saying? The whole build-up to the fight was screwed up. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, they did that because, all right, we're going to give you the fight, but we don't want you to get paid off the fight like how you could get paid off the fight. So Teo, Tank, Ryan, I'm talking about just the 4 or 5 kings, whatever you want to call them. Shakur messed up that fight because he went to the WBC like, yo, bro, they offered me 25%. This is supposed to be 50-50 until the WBC said, all right, man, we're going to make it 50-50, but that's for one belt. It makes no sense to fight somebody that got all the belts for one. It don't make no sense to fight somebody for all the belt that got all the belts. You fight for one belt. Because let's say if Devin Haney does lose that fight, they're going to say, yo,
Cashman, that's
Shakur
the
should be undisputed. My fault. Go ahead.
You good. CYP. Gotta unmute. Play. Himalaya.
What up?
What up?
Yo, man. Hey, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, When Spider Rico was saying what he said about the Puerto Ricans or Dominicans, ever was, we ban them, put them on timeout, whatever. T.O. get racist with black dudes, we put him on a heading for a show and celebrate his success. This shit crazy, man. I started to realize something, though. This is for my black people listening. I want to give y'all a pep talk. Do y'all realize that when motherfuckers talk shit about us, whether it's politics, whether it's sports or whatever, it's always cool? It's the same thing as when we make jokes about white people. Y'all notice that they make a lot of jokes about white people, and everybody laughs because it's so funny and shit, right? But the reason why it's so funny is because they on top. You can't really pull them down with jokes, so we make jokes about them. So why don't y'all think about that shit with us, right? When they try to clown us and make fun of us and put us down as athletes and entertainers, who gives a fuck? You can't get to where we at. You can't reach the heights that we at. That's why you keep fucking hating, because you fucking jealous, weird motherfuckers. No talk. And now you
Starting to break up, CYP went out
So we
after
have
jealous.
a favoritism. What you want to go to the place where they favorite? I'm saying if you so motherfucking jealous and we so bad at PBC, then why the fuck come over here? It's because you know that the heights that PBC reach, your bitch ass can't reach on your own. We are what the fuck we are. My brother, listen to me. These motherfuckers hate us because they cannot reach where the fuck at. That is why they always got something negative to say about us. The shit is starting to get weird to me, but I understand it now. I understand it now. We are the white people of sports. Everybody hate the white people because they up there and we can't get there. And when it comes to sports shit, they all hate us. That's why they always trying to tear us down. They could use steroids, they'll ignore it. We use steroids, want to have a fucking show about shit. It's always funny. They get a robbery decision, they ignore it. We get a robbery decision, they want to have a fucking show about it. Man, shut your fucking asses up. T.O., good luck to you, man. Power to the motherfucking people. But you get your bitch ass up over here, you're going to get your motherfucking ass whooped. Wiggity, wiggity, whooped. CYP out.
Well, at least I was on point, man. I added that, you know, those comments from Twitter. You know, I added that into the show because there are people that feel Al should not sign him for his bigotry and his racist remarks. You know, like I said, there's people on Twitter that are literally saying they will be done with Al and Tom Brown if T.O. gets signed. But, I mean, in one hand, we wanted Boots to fight him, right? And I say we, generalizing the public, we wanted Boots to fight him so Boots could, quote unquote, get rid of T.O. I mean, Tank is the biggest puncher, right? Like, Floyd always said this would be a big fight, so why not let Tank get rid of T.O. on a PBC promoted Amazon Prime big fight, you know? We got Gallo Fino, $5. If Bill is cokehead and Tank is crack baby from his dad, doesn't that make Devin a crack baby too? Well, first off, crack and coke, two different things while they come from the same. One is cooked, the other is not. Coke is powder form. Crack is cooked up, pretty beigey looking, and it'll get you federal time. True difference between the powder and the cook. 5 grams of crack will get you 5 years in the feds. 5 grams of powder cocaine is not the same in the legal system. Quest, the best.
Yo, what's good? What's good on Morning TVV?
Morning.
What's good, Ness? My opinion, I don't really give a fuck about T.O. I'm gonna just say that. Him and Tank. Yeah, it's a big fight, man. Tank, he's doing what I thought he would do. You know, he's getting these big fights over Shakur and Devin. He did it to Shakur already. You know, Shakur had a fight with Frank Martin. You know, that was a highly anticipated fight I wanted to see. And Frank Martin, he pulled out and got a Tank fight. So if you think Tank wouldn't take like a fight from Shakur that's not as big as T.O., because we all know T.O., he's on like him or not, he's a name. Like him or not, these racist stuff he's saying is it's getting people talking. You know, like, much as I don't like him, I do want to see him get his ass whooped. You know, I don't like him like that, but I do want to see somebody put his hands on him. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, Tank, he's going to get out the sport and not fight Shakur, not fight Devin. I don't even think he'll fight Hitchens. Yeah, he'd rather take the fight from like a Shakur or Devin than fight him at this point. Yeah, man, it's I don't know, bro. Tank, I think he'll fight Roach. I do got Roach, and then once he beat Roach, it's Tank and T.O. And after that, I think that's his big fight to get out the sport. You know, fight one of the 4 Kings. You know, get a Ryan, beat him, then get a T.O. and beat him, and then just
get a Jake fight, and then we out. You know, shout out Tank, man. You know, him and Tio, man, that's a good fight. I fuck with Tank. You know, I think he needs to fight Shakur, but if he wants that smoke really badly, you know, he can get it. You know, I really don't care for a Devin versus Tio. I've been saying I don't care for that fight. I'd rather see Tank versus Tio. You know, I think that's bigger. You know, I think Devin versus Tio is marinated. I think we passed that window. Let's just move on. Devin go to welterweight, and I think Tio still has unfinished business at 140. And that Tank's coming up. Hey, see Tio. You know, see Tio. I think Shakur, man, he put himself in a hard position because, like, he admitted, man, I'm not fighting like y'all want me to. You know, I'm not fighting like that. So y'all can say what y'all want. I'm gonna go in there and not care. So if he said it, I would have lied. I would have been like, nigga, you know, it depends. You know, he said that. He said it depends, but like, you know, it's that's a bail though. It's crazy, man. Shout out Tank Tio. Let's get it. I want it. You know, that's my call.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. If you're trying to call in, Discord available. X Spaces also available. Let me real quick go through these polls and let you know where the pulse is. So over on our community page is Teofimo Lopez's PBC hat video, sign of a deal. 17% still believe it is signed and fighting August 16th, 2025 on a PBC card. 41% say just rumors, no deal yet. 32% say PBC or not. He's ducking Haney and Keyshawn. 11% now say, who cares? I want the Boots Ennis fight. Over on the live show on YouTube, has Teofimo Lopez signed with the PBC? 20% say, yes, it's a done deal. 30% say, no, Tio always capping. 28% say, maybe, but I need proof. While another 22% say, don't care, they just want the big fights. Over on Discord, we got 50% still want that Tank fight, 17% that Gary Antoine Russell unification, 17% that Haney fight promoted on the PBC, 17% wants Sabril if he wins. And last but not least, on X, 11% believe that the news is legit. Yup, it's legit, 11.3%. Nah, Teofimo capping, 46.3%. Need more proof, 31.3%. And who cares? Bring on Ennis, another 11.3%. So we definitely have people that really want that Ennis fight regardless. And there's definitely people that believe he's ducking regardless of network or promoter, both Haney and Keyshawn. Rel, what it do? It's free to hit that thumbs up, ladies and gents. Also free to hit the retweet, the repost. Really doesn't matter where you at. It's free to share. What up, Mel?
Mel, yo,
Rel, excuse me.
I ain't gonna lie, Ness. I ain't gonna front. I think this is a good move for Tio, though, if he is going to the PBC. Because it's some smoke over there on the PBC at 147 if he want to move up. If he wants to wait on Tank at 140, he can. Gary over there, he could get a Rayo. He could get they could be lining up a Rolly and him at 147. You know what I mean? They could even have a Frank Martin at 140 if they want to. You know, if they want Tio to stay busy at 140. They have a few. I don't think that Lamont Roach shit is true though. That shit is crazy. he going up to 40, that's ridiculous. Because he was just at 30. That'd be. I feel like that'd be too much for him. But don't they got Poyo over there too, right? At 140.
Yeah, I put that on the option because that's a if he wins type of thing, though, right?
But I'm saying you can see the print for Tio to even try to go undisputed. You got Gary over there, you got Poyo over there. He has a WBO. Shit, I mean, this would be a good career move for him though, because he can headline some shit. He can start making money how he wants to make money. I don't think he's ducking the Devin or anything like that. As the people keep saying he's ducking Devin and shit like that. I just think that he wants the business to be right. He wants to probably get paid a little bit more and be a little bit more free. Because after what he said about Turkey, it seemed like, I don't know, when he said he don't want no smoke, he want to be safe. It just seemed a little funny to me. That shit seemed kind of funny, but I ain't gonna lie. PBC, that's a good move. Now the Tank fight, that's a little far fetched. You know I fuck with Tank. That's kind of far fetched for him to be fighting Tank. I don't think that shit is gonna happen. But you know Tank, man. And I fuck with Tank, but you know Tank, man. But we gonna see. My boy CYP did always say, and I have been listening to the show for a while. He said, come to PBC, you would get the fights that you want, just like Bud did. He could pull a Bud and fight Tank and go over there and get the big fights and shit like that. But Tank, I see him going another route. To be honest with you, before I see Tank fight Tio, I think Tank could probably fight Pacquiao if he beats Barrios. And I ain't gonna say I want that shit, but I could see that happening because it's just a more lucrative fight for Tank. If he go to 47, I can hear it now. He went to 47, he knocked out Pacquiao, he got the belt at 47, now you're 4 division champ. You know it, you know how this shit go in the boxing world. I can see that shit already.
Multiple people calling the Tank versus Pacquiao if Pacquiao beats Barry. I mean, even Pacquiao was saying it like his dream fight is Tank.
So for Tio to go over there, I mean, I could see Tio drop if Tank goes and beats Pacquiao and then drops down to 140 and fight Tio. I could see that, but other than that, I see if Tio don't go over there, I see Tio taking over probably 40. Don't they got Rashidi Ellis at 147? PBC?
Nah, he was CSS. He was CS.
That's nasty.
ESS, but you know that don't mean they can't call him and get his services again. They got their number.
They got Cody Crowley. They got
Cody retired, bro. That shit was serious.
Oh, it was serious that?
I hear he gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that eye was real. It's fucked up. I don't think it's gonna get
crazy
fixed,
like that. But they got lifted yet. I know. 47.
Yeah, man. Hopefully Cody is good, but that's what I heard. That it is over. Cause I was trying to get Cody some sparring. Like I'm like, yo, Cody around. I was trying to get him sparring with Moreno since everybody acting like they didn't want to spar Moreno. I'm like, shit, I know Cody will spar you. And I called his peoples. They like, nah, man. That eye is for real. What up, Al?
Yo, what's up?
You in that bay?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I think T.O. will probably fight Boots. If he goes to PBC. I really don't care if he went to PBC. You know, you could say PBC is all about the African American, but you got Tom Brown who's running it, who's really not African American. So how can it be just an African American company when one of the main dudes is not even African American? You know, it just remind me of that movie, He Got Game. And the guy was saying, you feel me, he's white and the other dude is black. But the only thing matters is that green that's in between. So that whole PBC is all black. That's a scam. Yeah, it's probably a brother at the top, but you know, anything in the middle is probably an Oreo in the middle of it. So I wouldn't call it a black company. Yeah, man. So Tio is just trying to get a check, man, wherever he's gonna get a check from. You know, he know he messed up with Turk, and so he's trying to find the next best thing. I wouldn't want him to sign with PBC, just the fact that when people sign with PBC, they probably get one fight in like 2 years, one fight in 3 years. You feel me? They don't fight often, and so that's reason I wouldn't want him to sign with PBC. I'll go with Matchroom or the other one that's across the pond before I go with PBC because they don't fight their fighters often, you know. And that's just true. You feel me? That's just true. And so, unless he's trying to kill his career with PBC, and that's my call.
All right, champ. All right. Great take. Appreciate you calling in, voicing your opinion. Phone lines are open. We're using Discord and X Spaces for that. If you want to call in and communicate, voice your opinion, you can do that now. We got Malcolm.
Popped, dropped, and stopped.
What's going on?
Yo, my audio good?
Straight.
Oh, shout outs to TBV. Shout outs to you, Ness.
Appreciate it.
All right, so in terms of the topic, man, I have no idea with Tio, man. He should have an endorsement with New Era, man, because all this man do is cap. That's all he do. He's ducking Devin in broad daylight. It's obvious. And I don't know how that PBC move would be, you know? I do feel like the whole hat and all of that, it could just be a cry for attention. The last time I checked, I think Ring Magazine had put something up, or it was somebody on Twitter who's a credible source, that I think he still has like 4 fights left with Top Rank or some situation like that. So he's still signed with them, but it's some weird, I don't know how to explain it. You would probably know it better than me. So he's technically with them. So I don't know how that business works. I think they're still paying him out. So I have no idea. But PBC in general, they're just bad with activity with fighters. And to be honest, look, I don't like Tio's racist antics. I have like a love-hate relationship with him. He just does a bunch of bullshit. He ducks too much. But inside the ring, he's very entertaining. And I don't want to see somebody like him just be inactive with PBC, you know, and it's no hate. And also, I have no idea if he's staying at 140, he's going to 147. You know, so personally, I think he should just stay with Eddie Hearn, or just go to Eddie Hearn. I would love the matchroom option. You know, I don't want Boots to fight him. I am a legacy guy. I'd rather Boots just try to get all the straps at 147, or if not, move up to 154. I'm gonna stick with that route. But you know, there is a chance. I don't think he'll take over 140 and just clean out everybody. I might die on this hill saying that him and Gary Antoine Russell is a 50-50 fight just off of styles, because low-key, even with all this racist shit he says, he fights like a slick black fighter. You know, he fights off the back foot. Gary Antoine Russell's going to come forward. He got power, though. You know, but Buello, stay away from that man. Buello is a bad style for Tio. Horrible style. We already know Devin is a bad style, but Devin's moving up, so I don't know, man. It's just Tio be losing me sometimes, so we're gonna have to see. And Tank ain't gonna fight no Tio, man. I don't believe he'll fight the winner of that. Lamont Roach was also saying that he might go back down to 130 to defend the strap, and he was also saying that he might fight Shakur, depending on, you know, who wins in that fight. But Tank, he ain't gonna move up to 140 and fight this man if that was to somehow happen. And low-key, I feel like Tio might beat Tank. Y'all might hate me for that. You know, y'all might say, oh, he's rooting for him because they sound alike. Because apparently we sound the same. Do I sound like this motherfucking mess? Like, be real with me, bro.
I don't think so.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so all y'all haters, you know what? I'm not going to even say it now, so I'm not going to get you flagged today. I'm I appreciate you, my brother. But yeah, it's just T.O. be on some bullshit, man. And Tank, I'm trying not to be negative, man, but you know what? Fuck Tank, man. I can't stand his ass. You feel me? I don't mean to make this a whole Tank show, but shout outs to Keyshawn for being everything that Tank says that he is, because he ain't from the hood. Random Tank hate, man. Fuck that guy. But yeah, T.O.'s losing me, man. Don't sound to PBC. Go to Eddie Hearn. Shout out to you, Ness. My fault for all the cursing, my brother.
It's all over. He's knocked
No.
out.
Say
What
your
a
fault
shot.
after you got me flagged and I can't get paid for my little itty bitty YouTube ads. Thank you. Listen. If you want to call in, phone lines are open. You know, let's talk some boxing, man. This is a good little topic. You know, we got tomorrow starts fight week. We can do previews and predictions for Richardson, Hitchens taking on George Kambosos Jr. for the IBF as Hitchens attempts to defend his belt versus, on paper, the most accomplished fighter to date that he faces. Yeah, man. So this is a little something until we get to the weekend's fights. Not that you guys are going to make any previews and predictions anyway. But we got Stainless with the $2 Zelle Super Chat. Salute to Stainless, saving me that 30% raping you records from YouTube. He says, Malcolm, I thought you were Tio. Trolling, laugh out loud. Respect. I didn't hear it, nor do I hear it. But maybe that's just because I already am accustomed to listening to Malcolm. I'll tell you what, though, I don't know if it's my age, and it's not like I used to watch that sitcom, but every time I say Malcolm's name, I want to say in the middle for that sitcom, but I didn't even watch that shit. I just knew of it. Crazy. We got a couple super chats to get to. Looks like Naeem, $2. He burnt the bank, a.k.a. Turkey. Tio a clown. Duck, 100. Yeah, even Bob says something like that. I read a quote this morning while doing research that Bob said, you know, he doesn't understand what's going on with Tio. He's like, you know, he's getting paid the most money he ever got, and then he found a way to mess that up by opening up his mouth. And I'm paraphrasing, but he used a lot of those words. Lake County, $5. Bob mentioned he wants to collaborate with other promotions when the ESPN deal expires. This may be the first collaboration in the works. I mean, if it was a Bob thing, he probably would have some sort of quote by now. You know, I don't know that this is a Bob thing. And remember, Keith Conley is T.O.'s manager. And Conley, when he spoke about T.O. taking time off, he said T.O. will be back and he's focused on the big fights. It's something like that, right? So this all's in line. Mike Boraro, obviously Keith Conley. Those two guys are managing T.O. now. David McWaters and Split T is not there. And, you know, Conley was suggesting on Twitter, quote-unquote, big fights, which that aligns with the PBC reputation. They're the ones that put on the big fights. So there is evidence that's pointing in that direction, man. It's really up to you guys. Chad, Canada, what up?
Good morning, Ness. You got me okay?
Yeah, coming in clear.
Yeah, I'm in like a Walmart right now listening to the show, man. I can't put it down. I'm enjoying the show this morning. Some great calls. Al in the Bay, really love how he landed his point about the money. I couldn't agree more. I feel like with T.O., first thing I want to say is, you know, they always say that Al is an advisor, you know, like that PBC is different than the rest. And I feel like if that's true, then maybe it could be the element to T.O.'s career that's missing in terms of reining him in to be a little more consistent with the media. he did that video, Ness. Heartfelt shout out to DB3 and his Keyshawn's mother, and there was a lot of people discussing that. To me, he seemed authentic in that moment. Yeah, okay, at the end, he put a shot in. I don't know, but I do find Tio to be authentic, and not just in those moments, but also when he's enjoying himself and having fun. I like Tio. That's what the thing I like about him. And then he'll act in ways that, more than I don't like it, I would say that confuse me. Like I don't get him sometimes. But I think if Al can rein that part, if Al can rein that part in, I think that'd be a benefit to Tio. But yeah, everyone's right. Like, my concern would be that they don't have him fighting often enough, because that would be my my main complaint with PBC. Their fighters sometimes on the shelf far too long. I was really mostly disappointed with Fulton after the Inoue fight. I really thought they should have got him back on the horse immediately. And I mean, he was on a milk carton after Inoue, man. Just one example. But I'm down with anything as far as promoters go. Like, if it's any fighter, as long as they're getting good fights and fighting. I mean, shit, man, it's pretty simple, really. Shouldn't have to be more complicated than that. So, and then you still there, Ness? I got you.
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Sorry, man. What do you think about, like, there's a lot, I don't think it would ever happen or anything, but I'm just curious what your thoughts are on Keyshawn and Tio fighting at 140. Like, if that could happen, do you like that fight?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, me too. I think
but
Tio,
I did run across a clip, and again, this is a clip. If it was 20 seconds, that was long, right? But it's a clip, all right? So take that with a grain of salt. But
you may feel like it's your time.
Again, doing the
But it's not your
research
time.
today, there's a clip that's like 20 seconds of Keyshawn just circling the ring on Tio and sparring inside the top-ranked gym. Now, that's not an indication that Keyshawn would fight a William Skull type of fight. That could have been, top of the 6th round, 6 straight sparring rounds. But that 20-second clip has Tio walking forward and Keyshawn on his William Skull. So
interesting. I've not seen that yet. I'm gonna have to look for that, Ness.
Yeah,
thanks.
The Twitter. No worries. The Twitter search is very helpful. If you just go to Twitter search, you put Teofimo Lopez. You might have to put Junior. Sometimes you might have to put PBC, and all these things that we're discussing will pop up. And I'll see, can I find it in the middle of like taking a call, so there's no dead air. But again, it's only like 20 seconds. It really don't mean shit. Everyone circles the ring at one point or another in a fight. But again, if that's an indicator of how the fight plays out, I don't know that people would enjoy that sort of fight. Juice, $2. Middle finger emoji, Tio, Bud, and Canelo officially on Netflix. September 13th. Yep. Like Marco Boxing said, he spoke to the Netflix people. That was always going to be on Netflix. Majid, what up?
Hopefully, shit. Everybody like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. Damn, Ness, I was went and did that quick search you was talking about. Seen the video.
Oh, you found it? Damn, is that easy? What you
Yeah,
typed?
but I ain't like it because it was Aki TV fucking shit. So, he do a little bit extra. So, yeah. But shit, man, I don't even know what to make of this. Like, if he joined PBC, I guess it go from what he trying to do, trying to, get a fight where they give him what the 1.5 what damn guarantee plus the back end of a pay-per-view. That's the only thing that I could think. Yeah, I'm like, didn't that nigga, didn't he leave like mad like what 6-7 years ago? Wasn't he mad leaving a money team gym or whatever because they leaked the sparring of him getting touched up or some shit and he was like super mad? Like, I like Teofimo resume, you know, like he got some fights that shady wins, you know, but he beat, you know, champions in those two classes and all that. So shout out to him for that. But as far as relationships goes with people, I'm like, he might just be as bad as Mayweather with relationships. So to see those two go on the same team, it's just like how long we gonna be making bets until they split and start fighting and words get traded because you already know, you know, Mayweather and Teofimo, that's all they do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he taking this one. Oh yeah, Ness, I did have a question. So that 11 mil that he had got offered for that Haney fight, did they have backing on the pay-per-view for that or it just was that flat fee?
Yeah, man, I'm sure it was just a flat fee. What the hell? They not Canelo to get no backing at an $11 million guarantee.
Yeah, that probably would be more than what they would make if they did the pay-per-view together and the numbers get total, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, shit, you guys sell a lot of pay-per-views to cover in $1 million guarantee, $11 million
Yeah, shit.
guarantee.
I don't know. All I could say is good luck and yeah, man, good luck and shout out to you and I get what the fuck he trying to fight Russells or some of them and Puellos and them. Yeah, like all right, you know, hey, shit, I'm with whatever, bro, at this point because everybody fussing when it come from our American stables, like the UK and them Europeans looking so fucking good because they just fight. You know, and most of the times they'll run a rematch and do it twice while our niggas still fucking yelling and crying and bitching about who A side and big dog. So shout out to the other side and American niggas that y'all boxers that's listening. Stop bitching up and just sign contracts. Losing ain't that bad unless you die, I guess. But other than that, yo, everybody like the video, yo. I'm out.
All righty then. If you're trying to call
You may
in,
feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Discord available. X Spaces also available. We got Philly D with the 2-pounder. And the new Crawford unanimous decision is going to be a movie. Popcorn emoji. Salute. Ahmed, what it do?
Yes, man. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, how's it going? What do you think about the break? What do you think about the breaking news? The fights on Netflix.
I mean, we kind of always, it's a great, let me not downplay, it's great. You know, I'm excited that it's real, but you know, that was the rumor for a while, and the connection of you know, Sella and Dana White with the WWE and Netflix is been there. We were just hoping those dots did get connected.
Yeah, but do you think there'll be any issues? Like last time, I had Netflix on my TV, on my
Come on,
big screen
man,
TV, and I could.
don't be ridiculous. How's it gonna be the same for starters? For starters,
All right. Not as many people.
I hope. I could only pray, bro. Let's get down on our knees and pray that we get 70-something million people tuned in.
Nah,
to
you're right.
Canelo.
You're right.
And
You're right.
and if
Mike
we
Tyson's
did,
a much bigger name in him.
and if we did, I think that because what happened, Netflix is not prepared to look embarrassed again. I think that they're gonna have, you know, protocols in place so that that doesn't happen again. But you know, you're reaching right now. There's no way.
Yeah.
I wish.
You're right.
I wish, for the sake of boxing, I wish, but there's no way.
Nah, even if they do half of that, what's that, 30 million? I think that's beyond the success. You're not gonna do Mike Tyson numbers, and Jake Paul's like he's got his own fan base. The guys go like,
we better not get a skull performance on Netflix. You
Nah,
can
nah, I
you
don't think so. I
you
don't think so.
cannot give this fight for free. Essentially, everyone has a Netflix subscription. Everyone has a friend with a Netflix. You can't shit the bed. This has to be a
All
real
right, all right.
fight.
Let me put it one way. Let me put it one way. I agree with you. I think Crawford can't run or be that negative. But what if Crawford does fight negative, but wins very decisively? Let's say like he fights like Rigondo fought Donaire or something like in that fashion,
I mean,
where
I
he's
love that
very effective.
performance by Guillermo Rigondeaux versus Donaire. You know, the counterpunching skills was there. He was pivoting. I didn't see him running, you know. But I was always a
Yeah, yeah.
huge Rigo
The
fan.
casuals would call that running, though. I wouldn't call that specifically running. But do you think that'd be okay as long as Crawford wins,
I
or
mean,
what Tyson Fury did to Klitschko?
I could only say no because the public thought, you know, they banned Rigo from HBO for that. You know, his best performance, and they didn't even want to see him again. So I would have to say no because they're not going to
All
like
right.
that performance overall, even
All right.
though
One last thing.
hardcores
I
like
think
it.
if it's like the Mayweather Canelo fight, I don't think that's
You
bad.
may feel like it's
That's
your
all I got,
time,
man.
Nah,
Thanks
that
for
was
taking my call.
but
a
it's not your
lesson
time.
there. That, you know, if it's that clean, it's hard to call that boring. That was very clean. That was Mayweather showing levels. He was dipping under shots. He was, you know, inches dipping back away from fucking huge hooks and right hands that Canelo was trying. No, that was beauty. That was like, yeah, man, that was like a ballet. We got Jeremy. Here, Discord. And you got the
Yes,
baby.
sir.
What
Yeah,
up?
hey, I don't want to hear nothing about Teofimo Lopez fighting any niggas because he was doing all that talking, and then when he finally had the opportunity, he had 11 million on the table, and he was about to fight a nigga. He didn't even want to fight him. So I don't want to hear nobody talking about, oh, a nigga need to handle TO or something like that, because when he did all that talking, and when he finally had the opportunity, he left. So let's get off of that, everybody, as a people, as a public service announcement. All right, and as far as this TO, this PBC thing, man, it just made me think about Floyd Mayweather and how he be getting that Devin Haney, man. You know, all of a sudden he pull out the fight and he go mess with Floyd Mayweather. Ryan Garcia pull out the fight, he messes with Floyd Mayweather. You know, Floyd Mayweather, it seems like he wants to be a inconvenience to Devin Haney or a roadblock or an obstacle in Devin Haney's career. For what reason? I don't know. I don't know their history personally, but I do know that Floyd does a lot of hating, and he likes the spotlight. Uh, but yeah, man. And on yesterday's topic, because I didn't call in on that, I was disappointed to hear that Bud was no longer with his wife. Yeah, man. That, for some reason, that just kind of got to me. But you know, hey, do your thing, man. You're a grown man, very successful. Do your thing. And let me see. Yeah, I don't think Bud is gonna be moving like a William Skull. You know, Bud is a dog. So there's gonna be some firefights in that fight. He may do some moving because he's got longer arms than Canelo. So in order for him to get some of his punches off, he has to take a step back if Canelo comes forward. But it's not gonna be any ain't gonna be no running. You know, I think Terrence Crawford is gonna move less than what people think, to be honest. So you know, hey man, we gotta, you know, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful day. Hope everybody having a great day. You know, I'm 22. Today is day 22. I ain't 8 in 22 days. You know, I ain't gonna say how far I'm trying to go, but because anytime I say that, it don't happen. But we 22 days in this thing. That's all I got. Salute TBV.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. We got Jabari the Barber. What it do? Free to hit that thumbs up, ladies and gents. Absolutely free. Help a brother out. What up, Jabari?
Man, what's going on?
Shit, another day.
Shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You ain't heard from me since Crawford whooped on Earl, man.
Damn. Nah, man. I feel
Yeah.
like you called after that.
Shit, man. I do want to say though, if I don't know, you know what I'm saying, this PBC shit is real. Who knows or whatever like that. You never know with this boxing shit, but I would say I think Tank and T.O. is really the most entertaining fight out of all of them. Like, you talk about two people, same size, athletically gifted, both got boxing ability, both got power. Like, I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but if there's a road to that fight happening, I think that's the most entertaining fight out of all of them. Like, that's the fight I for sure pay for. Like, I don't think anyone could say they wouldn't want to see that fight.
I hear
And
you.
I mean, as far as yesterday, you know, like with Terrence and shit like that, I mean, I seen the video of him sparring. Who was that? Carlos Adames,
Yeah, that was
and he was
old,
just
bro. That's old.
yeah. No, I know it was old, but that's my point. He was smaller then, and even in that video, he was walking Adames down like,
Yeah, but that
and
was a
he did.
47-pound Adamas with no experience. Like, that's not a Canelo Alvarez, but I hear you.
I mean, he ended up walking Earl down.
47
I
pounds.
yeah, I mean, I think the way he fights the fight is I think he boxes at first, and then I think if he catch him the right kind of way, like you said, Canelo always rolling with punches. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I get that motherfucker bad. He never takes a clean hit because he's always rolling with him. He's always moving with him. You know what I'm saying? I think if he get that right angle and he catch him where he can't roll with it, where he don't see it coming, and I think he starts to push the pace and starts to take the fight to him, and then let's see Canelo on the back foot, man. And 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 at that point, it's just up in the air, you know. But that's my call, brother. I mean, I appreciate you for taking it though.
Appreciate you for calling in, man. Ain't no us without you. You feel me? We need you guys to call in, voice that opinion. You know the powers that be listening, man. You got to let them know, man. You either with this or against this. James Payne, lethal.
Audio check.
Straight.
Amen. Amen. Thank you to these new wireless buds I invested in, man, to give me back hands free capability. Cause the blue collar bully a little bit, man, archaic when it comes to the devices, man. I always be last to the party when it comes to the tech game. So we on these wireless earbuds today, man. Top of the morning, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's me, the ambassador of the great state of Tennessee. It's your boy, James Payne, Mr. Lethal himself. And you know, like I know, the best part of waking up, TBV in my cup, man. Shout out to Folgers. But I'm sipping in Maxwell House, man. You know what I mean? Hey, man, great combo. T.O., this is a rumor. He could potentially be jumping on to the PBC side of things.
Say again?
I'm asking, can you hear me or do I need
Yeah,
to
no,
hop
no,
off
no,
these
no.
bullets?
I hear you fine. But I didn't.
No, I was asking, is this a rumor or is this confirmed that T.O. talking about doing a...
Nah. This is a rumor based off T.O.'s audio and video saying that, you know, he's gonna be at the fight and he wants the winner, and him wearing the PBC hat at the fights, and then him in another video in a car yesterday wearing a PBC hat with the date 8/16, as if, you know, he's meant to be as part of the undercard.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. One thing that I can applaud T.O. for is his ability to engage media and also to keep shit going, to keep his name in people conversations, even when he's not in the ring or having a big fight. I think some of these other fighters could really take some lessons, not so much in participating in the cap, but just, in keeping their name popping, man, because that's one of the things that you gotta learn, man. You gotta keep your name popping until other people keep it popping for you, man. Or else you'll be on the island of irrelevancy. So I applaud T.O. for that. I really don't give a damn what he land long as he give us good fights when he get there. And one thing that I can say, for as much shit that T.O. talk, he always get in the ring when it's time to do that. His performance might vary, but he gonna at least walk the aisle and get in the ring. So I commend him for that. I wanted to offer a comment about the show yesterday that I didn't get the opportunity to call in about, but I heard some of the combo. I really feel that Crawford and Canelo is in good hands with Dana White. Though he might be green to the boxing game, the media conglomerate of TKO. Shout out to TKO on this morning also. My stock is doing exceptional, up 40%. And let me shoot you five real quick so I can finish my thought in this. So I'll shoot that to you once the time elapses. But first off, I want to say, when it stops the field, yeah. So I want to say, man, salute to TKO first and foremost, man, with good leadership and good execution. My stock is up 40% from when I initially bought it. So I appreciate y'all increasing my stock, 40% with that TKO shares and shit like that.
What?
And them folk in the business are making money, man.
Wait. What?
What's up? What? When TKO when they first were introduced to the market, you know what I'm saying, their stock price was a little bit less than $100. As of today, the stock price is right under 164. The market's real volatile. But if you was able to buy in,
but they already an openly traded company. They haven't even done a show.
Absolutely, they had a whole big thing when they went. They were on Wall Street. The Rock was there. Vince McMahon was there. Triple H was there. This was a couple of years ago.
Oh,
Dana
but you
White
saying
was there.
TKO, not TKO boxing. Okay, my bad.
But but it's part of the umbrella.
No. Regardless, you
funding,
smart. Regardless, you smart.
The funding's gonna be there. There's gonna be a lot of they're gonna spread the promotion really wide. You could expect to see Canelo or Crawford possibly appearing on WWE TV. A lot of y'all probably don't fuck with WWE, but what you need to understand is that they do millions and millions and millions of views on their weekly programs and after the fact on their YouTubes and all of the different media conglomerates that they reach out to. I mean, they got their own section on ESPN. ESPN talks to these people regularly. It's a big fucking deal. And with the cross-promotional opportunities with USC, WWE, now TKO Boxing, Dana White might not be like hip to the ins and outs of boxing per se versus the MMA, but I know he's been around the circles, knows a lot of the same people, and money is money. And I think he'll do a good job of representing the sport with respect and dignity, putting a major international spotlight on that event. Netflix is a great place for it to be. I don't know if we have accurate ways of tracking the numbers of viewership on Netflix because being it's a streaming platform that's so wide and so big, you know what I mean? But I expect it to have great viewership. I expect it to be a marketing blitz as the fight gets closer. And we just going to be in for a good show. So I'm going to wrap up my thoughts on that. I think it's in good hands with him. I heard some of the guys talking about what they like and what they don't like about what they see happening in training or getting ready for the fight. But I say don't worry, man. We talking about two elites, two faces that basically categorize the best of the best since we've been watching boxing for the last decade, man. I think we in good fucking hands. Let's sit back and enjoy the show. And with that being said, man, that's my call. I got your money coming in quick and fast as soon as I hang up this. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the illest, trillest, dopest boxing podcast in the entire galaxy. Third rock from the sun astrologically, and I am James Payne Lethal. One more thing. This Friday, Team Comeback League. If you want to check us out, we got the YouTube channel Team Comeback League. You can watch us for free. If you don't download the Mirror TV app, the Dr. Phil's Mirror TV app. You can watch it on YouTube. So it'll be there for you. Just search Team Comeback League. Shout out to Mr. Jimmy Adams and Adams Promotions. We had a good event last week. Oliver Bacall gave us a special showing and came in and did some things, won some rounds with a guy and gave him an opportunity. On the 1st of July, we got the Cannon. We got the Cannon. Cannon Breeze coming to town. He's going to give us a special attraction exhibition fight. That's going to be exciting, and I can't wait to see him. Let's go, champ! Can't wait to see him. Can't wait to get my picture. Can't wait to fuck off with the Cannon, man. Hey, man, we going to holler at y'all, man. It's going down. It's boxing. TBV, let's roll.
All right. You the man.
Richard Steele stops the fight.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. Yo. Wow. Second show, man. 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, man. Hold your comments for that breaking Netflix news till then, man. We want to stick to the script. But phone lines are open if you want to call in. Discord available. X Spaces also available. We got Pistol, Parkway, Mozzie, Flowers to Turkey. He really making fights happen. Yeah, man. Yeah. Tip, where you at, man? He was like, oh, y'all twerking for the turn. Oh, what happened in the Savior of Boxing? There it is, bruv. He put us on Netflix, man. He put us on Netflix, man. I don't want to talk about this right now, man. We talking PBC, man. Unbiased Brim cutting the line. Counter punch. Here, Unbiased Brim. You might need to jump out, jump back in. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. We got about 900 people. And as always, y'all doing me dirty. I got 200 thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? This is why I be locking my chat, man. Never going free chat again. Ever. Y'all want to hate me? Y'all going to do me like that? Also, on X, don't forget to hit that retweet, repost. Another way, helping the show grow, getting this in the eyes of boxing fans so that they could eventually call in. Unbiased Brim, you're going to need to jump out. Jump back in. You there?
Good morning. Yes, I'm in the building. Good morning. Good morning.
You're in the building.
Is it Dolo Solo with some people?
Nah, Solo Dolo, Scarface, no Manolo.
Yo, I think it might be real with T.O. I think it's real. I mean, usually I be like, oh, he be on the bull because this whole wave right now is shaky. But yeah, I think it's real. I think it's actually real.
What's giving you that feeling?
I mean, I went and checked the references from things that was said, and TGB did retweet T.O., right?
One retweet, yeah, of what was it? T.O. in the hat?
Yeah, and then what is Roach talking about? Roach talking about fighting T.O., right?
I brought that up as well. Connect the dots.
Exactly.
Breadcrumbs.
There's a lot of little dots. I mean, it says that hey, he might have pivoted. I mean, it's a risky pivot. Good luck to your dog, whatever. I mean, is it?
Is it? I mean, listen, all businesses have up and downs. Is this the year of PBC going back up? There's rumors that Bozy Ennis got an Al Heyman meeting. You know what I'm saying? Now if the PBC bring T.O. and they bring Boots, what? I mean, that's some new blood.
But I've been hearing people trying to say that for a little bit, but I just don't know how that equates, considering that you got to make it real sweet. You got to make it real sweet.
Think about it though. Instead of being negative, if it wasn't true, why wouldn't Boots already be re-signed to Matchroom, who put him on this level? Matchroom made him who he is, and look, he wasn't quick to re-sign. He don't got no Riyadh season sponsorship. He got a Riyadh season offer to fight Teo. They invested in Teo. Teo got a 3-fight deal. I don't know if that exists anymore after his comments, but we never heard anything about Boots being a Riyadh season sponsor or ambassador.
Well, I mean, he didn't come in under them. He came. Eddie got him for him.
No,
I mean, I don't think
my point is, I think you're missing my point. My point is, he had a 3-fight deal, and that's up. If you was gonna keep him on your side, like he's got reason to say, bro, you ain't even get me a Riyadh season sponsorship. Meanwhile, Bruce Carrington got one.
How about this for a live prediction for you, dog?
Go for it.
November, Brian Norman versus Boots, bro. Last fight for Boots.
Say that again. Brian November who?
I'm calling it now. Brian Norman versus Boots.
November, Brian Norman versus Boots. That's what you're saying.
It could be October. Say November though, to be safe. I'm calling it. That's why Boots ain't fight Teo. I'm calling it now.
Hopefully. I mean, he looked pretty healthy in that basketball game, man. I don't know if sticking around at 147 is worth it.
You got a point, but I just don't. I don't see him bailing out without that right there in the table. Because that last little comment Eddie had, there were no negotiations at that point. So I was going to see on June the 20th until what happens. I just got a feeling that's what's going to be. That's what Murphy Lee said the hook going to be. I think that's what's going to happen, y'all. I'm calling it. All the bull, because everything public has been bullshit, guys. I'm telling you, everything public was bullshit. The fight was dead before it was public, though. The fight was dead on August that fucking 18th, bro. Boots did the interview with YSM on the 20th, and it came out on the Wednesday the 22nd. That's when everybody knew. And then you went live. The fight was already dead. So all the shit that was talking about public and all that, everything public was all huff. So the fight has been marketed up. It's worth more now than it was at that moment in time.
What fight you talking about? Boots and Norman?
That shit was dead before the
You from Atlanta?
You know why I was dead? Because July the 31st, once Karen wasn't conscious.
No, let me finish. From Atlanta, though.
Oh no, I'm not from AT. I'm from Little Rock, but I live in Connecticut. But I'm from Little Rock. But yeah.
No, that's a hard pivot to go to Boots and Norman.
Wait, say that again?
No, never mind.
No, say that again. What you trying to tell me, doggy?
No, I was just saying we was talking about like Teo and the PBC, and you are talking about Norman. So I'm just trying to figure out how big of a fan you was of Norman.
Oh, I'm a big fan of Norman. I rock with Norman to the fullest extension. I'm gonna tell you that right now off rip.
No, I see.
But Boots get more respect though, because it ain't no game. Boots ain't no game. I ain't here fronting like anybody else. I rock with Norman heavy, but that fight, that ain't a game. It's 55-45 in Boots' favor, bro. But I think Norman can. I just think Boots ain't been through the fire, if Norman crack him.
You got it that far apart, even though Boots looking like a whole 68-pounder. You know how hard it is to make 147 in November?
Bro, I hear everybody talking about this weight. I've never seen Boots not make it on the scale, bro. So until others noted, he ain't had no Keyshawn Davis moment. So I don't know, man.
Till you do. You're nobody till somebody. You know what I'm saying?
But nah, for real though. Teo though, who would he fight if he doesn't fight? Because I mean, who is there for him to fight? I mean, I don't think he's gonna mess with Russell. That's a bad.
There's a plethora of people for that man to fight.
There's a plethora, but
Russell, play your winner. That's 2.
What pays?
What pays?
What pays Teo? What pays Teo? Yeah.
What do you mean?
Isn't that the goal here? guys? Are they trying to get paid? What pays?
I mean, maybe his goal is the undisputed. That's why PBC makes sense too. He got the WBO, the WBC's there, the WBA
So he's
is
standing
there.
at 140 now. So he pivoting and standing at 140. So the pump faking the 147 is over with.
We
Is that what we talking about?
we don't know what the PBC offer him. They could be saying, listen, fight Antoine, let Barrios beat Pacquiao, then we give you the 47-pound fight you want with a bigger name, a Mexican in LA like you wanted. Didn't you want to go to LA? Wasn't that the reason you got mad at Top Rank? There you go. We got you.
Did you just say fight Antoine? It's a setup. The setup is in play right now.
What?
That is not the first.
Why
He ain't
not?
fighting Antoine
Puello beat
first fight,
him.
guarantee
Puello
that.
beat him. Puello beat him. You go watch that tape, man. Get it done. Listen, what did Adrian Broner say? The PBC gonna pay you, but you gotta fight Godzilla. We don't know who that is.
You don't believe. You know damn well T.O. is not gonna fight Russell for the first
Bro,
fight.
they're sparring a T.O. at 17 with Tank. They're sparring with T.O. recently, not recently, but with Keyshawn. They're sparring with T.O. with Boots. Like, come on, man. T.O. not afraid of nobody except Devin Haney's jab.
It ain't about being afraid. See, that's the thing you gotta understand something. Risk averse is not necessarily afraid. It's not the same. I'm gonna put it's called business decisions. Best decisions of your career. Positions
Hey man, you get the green print and you get the headline of pay-per-view. That's a business decision.
That's not a pay-per-view with Russell, though. That's not a pay-per-view fight, doggy.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
Gary Antoine Russell? Lineage. Pedigree.
Headline a pay-per-view? I don't know, bro. You gotta have you gotta stack it.
Hey, man, put it on the undercard of Tank Barrios then. Tank Pacquiao Tank Pacquiao after Pacquiao beat Barrios. What you mean? That PBC can make it happen, man.
Pacquiao's not beating Barrios. Even though Barrios is really.
You the first. You the first. There's a lot of people. Picking the old man.
Bro. I think it's gonna show nasty too. Because the things that made him great, the things that he done lost, bro, with that age.
But what if it don't show? What if he show out like 46-year-old Foreman did? What if he show out like 46-year-old Foreman did?
If it don't show, Barrios gets smoked. But I just think it's gonna show, bro. I just think it's gonna show. I don't think you're turning back the clock. Because the thing is, you said Foreman, you're talking about heavyweights, bro. You're talking about bigger people.
Bro, power's the last thing to go. Power's the last thing to go. Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao always gonna have power.
Normal guys, bro, they age quicker, bro, when it comes to boxing, and you know this, dog. Come on, man. You know this.
Bro. Manny Pacquiao. Power man. You seen him hitting the bag. Uh-oh, we lost him. Calls all open. Lake County sent the counterpunch for Brim like I ain't give him 30 minutes free. Shout out Lake County. Heavyweight is different. It is different, but Pacquiao power also has been proven to be different. While the knockouts might have stopped, he's still getting knocked downs. Man.
Man, my phone tripping, bro. I couldn't even hear you no more. My bad. No, but I don't know. That's crazy. That's a crazy pivot from T.O. though. Like T.O. get on my nerves. I'll be trying not to pay attention to the bull crap, like all the extra stuff. I just want to see the fights. I'll talk about the fights when they happen, but it can work out, but it can blow up in the. He should have just took the fight with Devin.
I mean, don't forget, they could throw him a little bone, like, oh, all right, T.O., we want you over here, huh? Take this Rayo fight in L.A. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, we like you, T.O. We like you, T.O. Come on over here. We going to let you be in attendance for the Pacquiao Barrios, and then we going to let you get in the...
How much they going to pay him? They ain't paying him $11 million to fight Rayo. Is he even going to get
but you ain't even hear this one. I said we going to have you in attendance for the Pacquiao Barrios, and then in the undercard, when Fierro loses to Pitbull, you get in the ring and you going to challenge him. Then we going to have that fake belt on the line for Fierro and Pitbull, so it look like he a champion, you a champion. Yo, we going to dress it up real sweet. Real sweet. And if we don't do a main event with you and Pitbull on pay-per-view, then we slide you on another undercard, man. But we got you. We got you.
Ain't none of that pay-per-view to me, though. Okay, none of that.
But you cap. You cap. T.O. Pitbull not pay-per-view?
T.O. Last time I checked,
T.O.'s a star, man. Like, how we acting like this man not a star right now?
What type of star you talking about? A rock star without a guitar? I'm confused. What type of star you talking about?
I'm talking about a 250,000. I'm talking about a 250,000 buy pay-per-view type star. 250,000 pay-per-view type star with a Pitbull, Isak Pitbull, Teofimo Lopez, well-promoted PBC fight, Amazon Prism, nice little undercard. Give me some prelims on the YouTube channel. Yeah. 250K, easy.
Dog. You said easy?
Easy.
A T.O. Pitbull fight being the main event doing 250K.
Easy.
I don't think it's easy, dog. Easy is what? Easy is what?
Make that easy, bro. Easy. Yo, what?
No, dog.
Yo, we might throw Puello, Gary Antoine for a 3-belt unification on the undercard, just to because if Puello beat Matias, listen.
I bet you that dies on the hill. Put a poll up. If T.O. fought Pitbull, they do over 200,000 pay-per-view. Put it up now.
Listen to this stack. Listen to this stack PBC card. You got 140-pound lineal champ, WBO champ, T.O. versus Isak. Then you got Subriel Matias, Puello winner, versus Gary Antoine Russell, 140-pound unification on the undercard. That's 250 all day. All day. All day. And them dudes cheap. None of them dudes make $5 million. T.O. the only one. T.O. the only one making 3, but on PBC, you gotta kill what you eat. You know what I'm saying?
Your arms is out in the sky right now.
Listen, I got some other callers, but I do love the back and forth. We got Rob the Whip, 5th degree karate black belt. That's a pay-per-view, man. T.O. Isak, y'all about to make me do a pizzo. Yo, Rob, you got to unmute.
What's up with it? How's everybody doing?
Chilling.
Came in here, heard the convo. I'm as a boxing aficionado and a coach of my own gym. I got one of my fighters in training camp right now. He's boxing up in New York, fighting a kid named Peter Latore. They call him Voodoo out of Queens. So we'll be up there on the 25th of July for that fight. Got the El Maestro here, the master. Rigoberto Cepeda is his name, so y'all look out for him. He's up and coming. But anyway, as far as PBC, man, I don't know what they're gonna do. Like him and Bob Arum, man, they got to get together because they was the last two of the Mohicans here in the U.S. as far as USA boxing, man, is concerned. Everybody going over there with Turkey out of sheet, and now they don't have no more platforms. So it's like either they come up with their own app to put their stuff on, or they're gonna have to join forces with Turkey over there. And that's bad, I think, for American boxing because most of the big fights are gonna be overseas. And that sucks.
Yeah, man. Okay, he dipped out. That's it, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, that's all I had to add for right now, man. I'm gonna sit back and listen, but I'm just kind of worried about American boxing right now because it's like everything is changing, and it's because of the greed of all the companies here in America. They did it to themselves, but they fucked it up. So I think they could work together and fix it, but that's why they keep losing all this steam and getting kicked off all these platforms because they try to keep all the money in-house instead of working with each other, putting their champions against their champions. They greed at the top. They want to keep the money in-house, and it screwed everybody up, man, I don't get it. So, but it is what it is.
All right, champ. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Listen, if you're listening to this on X Spaces, it's like 40 of y'all. 40 retweets and reposts will get that space into about 40,000. I might be capping on that, but hey. Also, like I said, 900 people. We just got to 300 thumbs up. The more thumbs up, the more potential callers can see this. All my familia on X Live video, we got about 310 of y'all. I need 310 retweets, reposts on X Live video. You know, we got to have more than that. That's not even a nice number for real. Discord, man, if you're trying to talk requests, raise that hand. Now is the time. OG PBC with the counter. What up?
With the counter. No, I'm calling in, man. This is my free call.
I thought I seen
yeah, I would
somebody with
definitely
a
want
cash
to.
app from a dime. I thought that was you. Well, not a cash app, but a Zelle.
Oh, you want me to step back, but it's all good.
Nah, it's all good.
Um,
You the man, homie.
yeah. I feel like definitely I'm cool with it in a sense, but I definitely want still want some type of repercussion for his actions. He needs to go through a real hard fight. Let me see the dog come out of you. To, really give you the props. T.O. coming to PBC. But Boost coming to PBC, that makes sense. I mean, his biggest fight over there with Eddie Hearn was a PBC fighter. I think he'll do good. I mean, obviously the Charlos are going to be the main target Plant. The Doodle beat Plant. There's a lot of competition over here. And Pacquiao too. I mean, if Pacquiao beats this dude, I mean, he can do whatever he wants. But if Mario Barros beats this dude, his resume goes up and the money goes up. But what about the TKO? I thought that wasn't happening.
What, the league?
Yeah.
Nah, shit, real.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's dope. I would like to see what they roll out with. Obviously, they got the money behind them, and they got Dana White, right?
They got the
I
White
wonder who's
stuff.
going to take his place with UFC. Obviously, UFC's dying. Back in the day, remember, Ness, people used to say UFC's thriving, boxing dying. Technically, right now, you need to start making a show about this. UFC's technically dying, man. There ain't no more fighters over there. They didn't fought each other so much. It's a wrap. You got John Jones left and Francis Ngannou, and they're probably going to fight on a different network. So, shout out to PBC, shout out to UFC, shout out to TVV. That's my call.
Shout out to you, champ. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. If you are looking to call in, now is the time. Someone did send a counter. What the fuck? A counter. I thought it was Dom in Seattle. I am wrong. I just got confirmation we're going to get Chantel Cameron on the show tomorrow, June 11th. So for those that would like to like to ask her a question, I will be asking her any and all questions by the audience tomorrow. So should be a post out. If not, I guess I got to get on that. But we have been going back and forth for a while, so I thought I made one. Phone lines are open if you want to call in. We got Leonard Sterling with the 2-pounder. Isn't Peter Latore Johnny's cousin? Been on TV. Hey, yo, I felt like I knew that fucking name. Hey, Leonard, man. Ooh, bro, you are the truth. Coach, where you at? Is he still on the line? Let me look ahead. What in the his name was Rob. Rob, call back in. Counter on me. Damn. I swear to God, I swear on everything, I heard that name, and in my head, I'm like, wow, Peter Latorre sounds so familiar. But when he said New York, upstate, I'm like, yeah, I don't know nobody up there. But you are so right. That is exactly Johnny's cut. Johnny's in LA, so Johnny ain't going to see that. But yo, Johnny, you terrible. You don't even be telling us your cousin fighting. That's crazy, bro. With promotion like Johnny, you need to hire a publicist. Lord of mercy. If you're trying to call in now, that's okay, done deal. I'm thinking, okay. Oh, okay. That's my man's James Payne. Lethal. Shout out to James, man. Laugh out loud, Pillow. What up? Yo, Pillow, you know, I ain't tell you yet you a real one, right? I ain't never give you your flowers, right? You the truth.
Why you say that?
Nah, man. I mean, listen. A lot of these jokers be just yappity yappers, man. They be pound for pound chatters. You feel me? Like, you really came out here and got some work, you know? And you look decent.
Really
like
got
for,
some work.
For like a first timer, that
And
was
you know
like
what?
real decent, man. Salute to you, man. No fear at all, man. And the power's real, right?
Hell
It wasn't
no.
just on a bag. It was real.
That shit real. And it's crazy because like I'm not satisfied. I want my next round. That was my first time. So when we go round 2, which Big Bay, he coming out here on the 22nd, we gonna get to round 2. And I'm getting my work in this time. Believe that. Ain't no fear at all. I'm trying to crack some shit. That shit just got me more excited. I'm like, let's do that again. You feel me?
Yo, I hope you sparring with your
so-
man, though, and just not hitting him too hard, because he needs some work. He a little bit rough, man.
JJ?
Yeah, JJ got to calm down a little bit. You was a little more calm than him.
You know what? We had, so I was not supposed to put this out on behalf of the person that told me not to, but since the stuff kind of went left with that dude, I'm gonna air it out. So I was getting some secret training from Spider Rico.
Yeah, he told me he was out there. What happened?
So he was like the trainer. He converted to a trainer. He said he don't want to fight no more. We was hitting the mitts. He was doing my mitts. We was, sparring a little bit, and he was telling me he was basically telling me that everything he learned, he was trying to teach me and JJ.
Yeah.
And it was going well. But then a different side of him came out. You feel me?
In what way?
Different side of Spider Rico came out. He needed some help, some assistance, which I was doing what I can, and I guess he was looking at me like his dad or something. I couldn't really help him all the way, and then he blocked me, and he blocked me basically. I was like, I'm not, I tried to help you,
So
but
did he
if you look
ask
at this
for an amount or no?
It was a request that my parents wouldn't even probably do for me.
Damn.
It
So
was that big of a request.
Yeah, he crazy. Listen, man.
Go ahead.
No, he crazy. I'm just glad more and more people starting to see, because they be like, Ness, why you doing that to Spider Rico? Now look, more and more people starting to see. He gotta cut. He gotta stop. He gotta be a man, bro. This shit is nasty.
So I just air it out all the way since he blocked me and he want to pull that dirty work. And when I tried to reach out to him multiple times, ask him, "You good? You good? Can I help?" But he wanted me to take out a 12-month lease in my name, and he said he gonna pay me.
Hey yo, officially he's become the new Big Bay. I thought Big Bay request was ridiculous. This man said take out a 12-month lease. Lord. I ain't never heard no shit like that, bro. He want to stay in sack. But this the thing. This dude, bro, Border War's not paying you. So he think he's supposed to move the sack down.
It was wild.
He's supposed to move there just to train you, and you supposed to be. Yo, bro, what be wrong with these people? That's what I be trying to tell y'all. These motherfuckers ain't never been off the porch. Who says this shit to grown men? I'm just trying to tell you, like, bro, nobody ain't never smacked that motherfucker, man. Like, what the fuck I look like giving you 12 months lease, and then you literally, like, ain't even been paying Nesta Gibbs. I just met you, so you expect me to believe you about to pay me on a 12-month lease so it can stay in my name and ruin my... Hey, yo, Spider Rico out of control. I hope God help him, though. I'm not going to talk crazy. He might need some help for real. And I hope he get it, bro, because he got to get it together before something happened to him. He just out here, he reckless. That's reckless, bro.
Reckless.
That shit is crazy, bro.
It's real reckless.
How the fuck do you tell somebody put a 12? Oh, man. Bro, at least, listen.
It's wild.
Let this be a warning. Like, I mean, don't ask me because I'm never going to do it. But, like, the person that needs something like that, bro, make sure when you come, you be like, look, here goes 6 months. Here goes the whole 12 months. Prepay it. I just got bad credit, but I got the cash. Prepay it. Here goes the $12,000, $1,000 for every month. I just got bad credit. Help me out, Pillow. Then that's a little bit more
Real
feasible. Talk. But you coming over here talking about, I owe you, put it in your... I can't even make this shit up. This is crazy. I'm shocked, bro. Poor Spider Rico, man. We got to get this man to a church.
Work.
He need a church. He need a church.
Cause I was looking out for him. I told him I wasn't gonna do that, but I could get you a hotel. You know what I mean? In my name, I was willing to do. I was trying to look out for him because when we met up, he's a genuine dude.
Nah,
so
he's cool. He's cool for sure, but that lack of, he's got to, I don't know if that's just his hustle, like to hustle motherfuckers and not work. Like, I never heard the man talk about a job. I promise you. You see how you talked about your job? You know, we know what Majid do. Like, you know what I'm saying? James Payne talks about his job. Motherfuckers know about James' former job. Like, I want the community to tell me when they ever heard him talk about a job.
I don't think I have.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I don't make shit up. I don't like to lie, man. I'll tell
shout
the
out
truth.
Spider Rico, though, man.
He crazy, but we got to get that man to church. We got to get that man to church.
We got to get this man an exorcism. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing.
Jonathan, you can say all that fake shit you want, but look, you paid a debt, and look, he dipped off. Then he had the other dude, Mr. Quick, pay another shit. Then he dipped off. Now he go to Sacktown, and he trying to get my man to pay his fucking. Oh man, bro. And then you still got dudes like Jonathan trying to like, nah, bro, we got to get that man help.
Yeah, we do.
Not
we
financial
do.
though. Not financial. Not financial. That dude need psychiatric help. Let's just be real. That's what he needs.
Yeah, he can use it. But he one of those dudes that he's so wise, but at the same time he's so out there, you know what I'm saying? But his wisdom, I can see it. I can see that part of him too. You know what I mean? So Spider Rico, if you listening, the only reason I aired you out is because you did what you did. I was a real one trying to help you, and you basically turned your back on me out of nowhere because
he gave you an ultimatum. He gave you an ultimatum, like if you want me to keep training you, you gotta pay my rent. Like that's wild, bro.
Yeah, I acting like he Bomac or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
Hey yo, and I ain't gonna front. He probably would have made a decent trainer. He used to train some people back in Oregon. He used to send me clips and shit.
Yeah, he is doing some good work. He can. That might be a job for him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, Jonathan in the comments. If you look out for him, put him on a training job. You know what I mean? You know, help him out. Get him in a gym. Do something. Get him his book. I actually offered him to get his trainer book so he could be in my corner, but I don't think he wants to mess with y'all no more. The community.
Yeah, cause he don't like the truth. He can't hide over here no more. We see the truth, bro. And look, he ain't gonna be happy you told more truth on him, cause it's starting to look, bro. Listen, I know the kid then in 6 years starting to look like he on some scammer shit, or he don't have a job.
Yeah, I felt first Anderson. I've been out here in the streets too long to be able to fall for that type of shit. Feel me?
Nah, he good at what he
But
do
hey,
because he'll hit you with the soft voice and be like, "Yo, God, man, I ain't even eat." It's like, damn, what? It's 7 o'clock. Yeah, man, I ain't eat all day. It's like, motherfucker, don't
you
hit me
got
with don't hit me with that bullshit right now, man.
he trying to make you feel sad for him and shit. Yeah.
For real.
When you're a good person, that shit kind of work for the
Word
first
is
time.
born.
You
Of
know what I'm
course it
saying?
worked. If you God fearing, God gonna be like, hey, my son, I seen you turn your back on Esteban. He was hungry. How you know that wasn't
He
me
was
testing
hungry.
you? How you know that wasn't me testing you? Nah, but God, this motherfucker be lying. Nah, I sent
God.
them. I sent them to test you. Shout out Esteban, man. I could do this because I
Yeah.
done helped that motherfucker hella times, bro. I'm just done. I'm the washed hands. I'm like this. I'm good, bro. It's too much. If it was just like assistance, it'd be cool, but he's out there. It's not easy to communicate with him.
It's not. Yeah. Hey, Spider Rico. Yeah, no bad blood, man. It just is what
Nah,
it
word
is.
is
You
born.
caused this.
It's all love.
You
This
caused
ain't
this.
this a intervention. This is all love.
Yeah, this is all love. I didn't say one bad thing about you, so don't even take it there when you hear this shit. Cause I know you be listening. So, and he actually got me a gift too. So I appreciate the gift he got me. Spider Rico got me a robe. You feel me? That's what's up though.
Damn.
But yeah, man.
Did it
Yeah,
have
he got me a nice
Did it
robe.
have a Jerusalem star on the back?
I don't know. I ain't checked the back. This is a
He
great
loved
robe.
coming out with his robe with the star and shit. He probably passed it down like Rocky did to motherfucking Tommy with the trunks.
Mm. Hey, maybe I get some of that Spider Rico power when I fight.
And he a southpaw. That
I know
was a good thing to get trained by him. He just see what I'm saying. Good people fuck shit up because that was perfect. Yo, he's a southpaw. He nice too, man. I always say he nice.
Yeah.
I always called him I said that was our Border Wars version of Islandri Laura. He was a slick, black southpaw.
Yeah, counter puncher and shit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You know what though? I'm kind of disappointed in the community on that Keyshawn Davis poll. I'm like, damn, all these people that said they want him out the sport because of what happened. Man, community, y'all really feel that way? That's crazy, man. I appreciate what Vega said. I'm glad we got people like Vega who got on here and said, you know what? This shit happens in boxing all the time. This shit, it's some shit that elevates his next fight. But I was salty with the community when they said they want him out of the sport, man. We don't need that soft stuff in boxing. We need that shit. Albright, he can get it back in blood. You know what I'm saying? He could beat up on the other brother. It really could be like that. We don't need that. But yeah, man. I'm gonna touch on this TO subject before I go. Got some shit to do around this wildlife refuge. So, TO, welcome to PBC, man. We love you here. You gonna love it here in PBC. Trust me.
So
We
you
gonna
think
turn you
it's
into a
real?
star. We gonna yeah, hell yeah. I think it's real. I think it's real. And that's all TO needs. That's all he ever needed was to go on the Breakfast Clubs, to get to these type of spots where his personality could start coming out. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of dude he is. So yeah, man. Welcome to PBC, my brother. All right, Ness, I'm out of here.
All right, champ. If you're trying to call in, now is the time. Discord available. X Spaces also available. Don't forget, tomorrow at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, or whatever, PDT, not PST, my bad. But yeah, 8:30 Vegas time and 10:30 Eastern, or is that, 7:30 Vegas time, 10:30 Eastern time. We're going to be having Chantel Cameron on the show. So if you want to ask her a question, go ahead and head on over to our Patreon page or our YouTube community page. Drop her a question. Please say my name is Eminem Slim Shady from Detroit, so that she knows she's got fans around the world. You feel me? Khaled in Indiana, what is up?
Yo, Ness.
Yo.
All right, real quick. If the TO shit is real, probably not though, cause he was just in court with Top Rank. Now he just free. Unless they just said fuck it. Nah.
I mean, that's even better. If you believe he went to court and actually technically, quote unquote, got free, then yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that's fair. So maybe that did happen, but I feel like it would take longer. You know what I'm saying? And with all the lawyer fees, he wouldn't be turning down no scraps. He'd be trying to fight and shit like that. I don't know.
I mean, again, if you believe it's real, then you would turn down a fight, because you can't take a Turkey Al-Sheikh now that you're under Al Heyman's advisory. You got to get that okay from good old Al, because, look, David ain't fighting in over there. Tank ain't fighting over there. Certain PBC fighters, maybe Al don't consider you a Turkey Al-Sheikh fighter and you a PBC Amazon Prime fighter.
That's a valid point. That's all under the guise that we believe is true. All right, so let's say it is true. Matchup wise, it's work over there, but it's work that like he ain't never called out. You know what I'm saying? Like that Puello work, never called out that Puello work. That Gary Antoine Russell, never called that out. Rayo Venezuela. Hey yo, something else I wanted to say, Ness. The reason why Rayo, if you want to put that get done foul without shit, he did not take that Tank fight at 135.
Bruh, I just won a title at 40. You want me to come back down all because of Tank?
Favor for a favor. We gonna take this fight and we gonna put you in position.
I like how you say. I like how you said it. See, you do is further cementing that you get done foul with Al. If Al tell you jump and you don't jump, well then, homie, you about to get slumped.
Hey, that's fair. It could be that, but yeah, T.O., it's good work for you over there, but I don't think you beat none of them guys. Definitely don't think you beat no Gary Antoine Russell. I don't think you beat no Puello. Rayo is a good fight for you, you know what I'm saying? But Rayo can box a little bit. And like Rayo kind of big. Like Rayo a little big a little bit. So it's like, I don't think you really getting that work. Hey yo, motherfuckers finna be on Netflix. You seen that?
Hell yeah.
Hey yo, trust you me, Ness. It won't be no buffering issues for the super middleweight versus the welterweight. You know what I'm saying? Hey
yo, why you hate that man so much, bro? What'd he do?
Look, he didn't do nothing. I love Bud, but I just don't like the fight just off the sheer sport matchup. Just for the science of the fighting, I don't like it. But
you seen that man was back in the gym the minute he got off the plane. Homie was in the gym. Homie was in the gym.
Meant nothing though, because you a welterweight.
That's that Mayweather shit, man. It's that Mayweather shit.
Yeah, but context around that Mayweather fight though. All right, look, that was fought at a catch weight, rehydration clauses. I'm like 23 years old, and I'm not tripping on no rehydration clauses. Because that's just A-side shit, and we got to implement what we can as the money guy. But if we just gonna give context to context. Niggas like to use that Mayweather shit, or that you not Mayweather, he not Mayweather, and you not Beeble because you not 175. Everybody else got work. So, you know what I'm saying? You are great, but you great down there. You great welterweight, maybe 154, but you duck that smoke, so we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So now you about to jump up with the super middles. And I don't want to hear that Canelo not a supernatural nigga. He been up there for 7 years. That's who the fuck he is now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one could argue that some of his best work was at 160. That's probably when it was like God level. But it's still, but even super middleweight, he still was crushing shit in like 9 months. Beat all the champions in like 9, 11 months or some shit. So, nah, bro. But nonetheless, I don't hate Bud. I want to see my brother get paid. He probably gonna put Steven Nelson on the undercard. He probably gonna have some good work on there. He probably gonna put the young bulls on there. Same thing with Nello. It's gonna be some shine. But I don't know if this is as big as what we think it is. Even though he been moving around, I see him. He's everywhere. He fucking with Mike Vick. He fucking catching footballs and shit. He doing everything. He
I
talking
did
to
see him running
everybody.
that receiver shit. I seen him doing that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. He doing everything.
He tried
so
to body
I ain't mad
slam
at him.
Shannon Sharp. He might be bigger than people think right now. He body slammed
that's what I'm
Shannon
saying.
Sharp. He doing passes with Michael Vick. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so,
you know, he was just partying with who was that? Boosie and
Allen Iverson. Bro.
Yeah.
Allen Iverson. Hey yo, that's kind of maybe it might buffer. Maybe Netflix might buffer because he was Allen Iverson at the club. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but nah, that's real shit. I mean,
you wildin', man. Ain't no way old head Allen Iverson about to make Netflix shut down. If that shit happened, I'm like, what? What?
You right. You right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm talking shit. Talking shit. Nah. That'd be crazy. The Boosie get it done. If the Allen Iverson, Reebok, and Boosie get it done, hey yo. That's real. That'd be crazy.
You a hater.
That'd be crazy.
You a hater.
That'd be crazy.
You a hater.
That'd be crazy
That's
as work, bro.
crazy.
Hey, yo, Ness, before I go, I just want to make it clear because I know there's a lot of Bud fans on here. All that. I don't hate Bud. Don't hate Bud. I don't like the fight from a matchup standpoint. From the economic global Netflix, I see it. It all makes sense. Push the sport forward. From a matchup standpoint, it doesn't make sense. It's not going to go how we think it's going to go. And if it does, I will pay a $20 fucking king counter and talk about how I was wrong and stand it in and like eat it because I'm just a man like that. But I won't have to do that because it's not going to happen. So, Nash, man, appreciate you, big dog. That's my call, brother.
You the man, champ. You the man. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. We talking Teofimo Lopez. Has he joined the PBC? Is this the new takeover? Rumors of Teo joining the PBC, video circulating of him wearing a hat with the date 8/16, indicating he's on the undercard. Lamont Roach confirming that the cat's out the bag, and he will be fighting Teo next after he beats Tank. We got Sim Dog, shout out to you, gifting 1 membership. And we got Leonard Sterling, which we said about Peter Latour Charu. $10, Mr. Quick. Respectfully, Rico had a security job that I don't think he had for more than a month. But bro was solely focused on yams. Disappointed emoji. And C-grade snow bunnies at that. Disappointed emoji. He need God. Yeah, nah, listen. I already knew about the preference in women. I just kept it to myself. My first time in Watertown, though, I caught Rico shirtless in a predominantly white neighborhood, just trying to catch any yams he seen. I said, man, let me get the fuck away from this guy before he get us both shot. Hey, Jonathan Sims, $10. He says, nah, God, this mother F be lying. I hate Ness, but he's so effing funny. Put the cape away and take the gun out the safe. This isn't no intervention. Y'all laugh out loud at the spider. Let's come together and do a GoFundMe. Nope, that's the scam. That's the scam, bro. We need to know why he in that position. It's been many, many years. And let me tell you, He looks good physically. You know, he's clean, fresh clothes, never an issue getting a girl. So we gotta understand maybe his addiction is women. Like, yo, I went through that. Where all you doing is focusing on women, you're not really paying attention to everything else. And your focus is to get money to spend it on getting new poontang pie, man. That man need help. I'm trying to tell you, man. Trying to tell you. I ain't gonna front. The dude, because I see y'all laughing to my shirtless. I mean, the dude got a real, you know, he in shape. He in shape. Like, he in shape, like Mustafa shape. Shout out to Moose. Homie could seriously walk around. He got that 8-pack, so, you know, he was trying to catch. When you got the 8-pack, you out here trying to catch, man. You showing off them abs, hoping the girl want to wash her panties on your stomach. Tip, what up?
Yo. Yeah, man. Yeah, Spider Rico in shape, bro.
I
That
know.
nigga, that nigga in physical shape, man.
For real.
But yeah.
Always been. That's
I
why I
told
said he literally Laura. He got the body of Laura, the boxing style of Laura. He just lacks that confidence of Laura.
I mean, y'all seen the shit last year? The nigga he one of them niggas who be at the park doing calisthenics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Push-ups, sit-ups, all this shit in the dirt. You heard him? My man was in the dirt. He kept telling y'all he was in the dirt. Come on, bro. Yeah. Puerto Rico be getting it in. But, you know, I just had to jump on right quick, you know, to give a shout out to my boy, man. You know, I got the confirmation like 2 weeks during the Caleb Plant fight. You know, after the Caleb Plant fight, I got the confirmation that day, you know? So, yeah, man, they brought my boy home, man. They brought my boy home. You know what I'm saying? They brought my boy home. Welcome to the family, Tio. Welcome to the family. PBC, we up, man. I told y'all. You got two options, man. You shine with Oscar or you shine with the PBC. But y'all don't be believing me, man. Y'all don't be believing me. It's all in motion now, man. The takeover is all in motion now. You know, big fights on the way. Y'all gonna believe me one day, though. Y'all gonna believe me one day. Y'all can think it's hate that I be spewing on these calls, but it's just the truth, man. It's just the truth. You know? Shout out to Teofimo. Now this is where the journey begins. Like, bro, there's so many big fights on that side of the street, man. It's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy. And all these people, all you Devin fans, Ness, all you Devin fans, chat gangbangers, y'all gonna be sick, man. Y'all gonna be sick because Dev ain't doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You got Bill Haney, you know what I'm saying, tweeting at Tank when they should be focused on other things. You know what I'm saying? Like, why Bill still talking to Tank, man? And Bill, Bill and Dev at 147 pounds. It just don't make sense. It just don't make sense. Why y'all got y'all attention on 135 pounder? What's going on over there? What is going on over there? Like, do y'all need a payday, man? Y'all gotta earn that payday, bro. Y'all gotta earn that. Yeah, y'all need to shift y'all attention elsewhere, man. Get to that grind, man. Get to that grind. Be the Devin Haney that y'all keep preaching. You know what I'm saying? The best fighter alive. Go through that gauntlet, man. Go through that gauntlet. Be that. You know, y'all keep asking for A-side money, trying to dictate terms as a B-side, and it's just nasty in these streets, man. It's just nasty. You know, that's why y'all gonna be stuck out here struggling, man. Y'all gonna be struggling for a little while, but it is what it is. You know, I hope the best for y'all. I hope the best for y'all, man. Hope the best for y'all. But I'm gone, man. Shout out to Yo. You know what I'm saying? PBC be back in business, baby. We back in business. Respectfully.
All right. Salute Tip. If you're watching this on X Live, streaming video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. Hopefully that puts us in the eyes of boxing fans that don't know we rocking out every day, twice a day. Second show of the day, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 4 p.m. Las Vegas. 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, We rocking out, man. Tomorrow we got Chantel Cameron scheduled to come on the show. We also have Scooter Davis on our second show of the evening, coming off that body shot knockout over on Top Rank and his Top Rank debut. Phone lines are open. Discord available. X Space is also available. And if not, we out. We right back at it. 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 7 o'clock Eastern. Last call for callers. Now is the time to call in if you want to talk some boxing.
They looking at me in amazement. Hand raised high, blood on my waist. I'm strapped up, there's blood on my face. They quit in the corner, ain't have what it takes. They calling me out, I couldn't ignore it. The crowd going wild, and I give them a smile at Border Wars. Standing they camp at Border Wars.
Dom, what up?
We hear me?
I hear you. What up, champ?
Yo, what's going on? Yeah. Teofimo Lopez, I never been a huge fan of him, man. He really earned some respect from me when he beat Lomachenko, and I really wanted to like him, but it's been a struggle, man. It's been a real struggle. This guy, he does more trolling than fighting at this point. And when he does fight, it's a roll of the dice, and the dice got more bad numbers than good. Yeah, he's just becoming a fraud to me. He's not fighting the top level guys anymore. He at least hasn't for, over a year or any relevant time, really. He's losing his status as a real player in any division. And yeah, I mean, he's not taking over anything. It's a fake over. He's Teofimo. He's weak. He has every excuse in the book. I mean, literally, he has every excuse you can think of. He's got extra air in his lungs to now he's mentally, each side of the spectrum he's on, physically, mentally. So I don't know why he gets talked about the way he does. I guess he put on a hat this time. And, whoever just called had his sources, like he's actually going to be in the PBC. This is all for show. And if all this is true and Lamont Roach is going to fight him next, I have more respect and care for Lamont at this point. I mean, he's moving up divisions and taking out, or at least challenging guys that consider boogeymen. So, I mean, that's the real story here. Who gives a fuck what Teofimo's doing? He's kind of like boxing's whole right now. He's going to whoever will have him, whoever will take him, whoever will pay the top dollar. And his legacy is not to be concerned. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got on him. I want this show to keep going. This Crawford Canelo news excited me in the morning. Glad that's on Netflix. Glad we all can watch that. Hopefully it's a better production than that Mike Tyson shit show. But yeah, I think they'll get it right. That's it for me. Peace.
All right. Appreciate you. Tip with the counter.
Yeah, man. Don't nobody care if Crawford Canelo on Netflix, man. Ain't nobody tuning in for that shit, man. Let's be for real, bro. Ain't nobody tuning in. But yeah, man. What I did hear earlier, I heard something earlier where somebody was like, yeah, man, Al Heyman shouldn't. Who said that Al Heyman shouldn't work with Teofimo, man? See, this is why
there's people on X that said that, and your king CYP said that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all tripping, man. That's one of the best business moves that can be made, bro. Al Heyman working with Teofimo, bro. Like, we all know with Teofimo. Listen, bro. Controversy sells, man. Al Heyman knows this. sometimes y'all gotta put the theatrics aside and you know what I'm saying, realize that the business, you know, is gonna make its dollars when they doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody really thinks Teofimo is a racist, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he could do the wild shit. I mean, you even heard Shakur Stevenson out his own mouth say it. You know what I'm saying? Tio, you're not a racist. He's doing the theatrics just to sell something. You know what I'm saying? And y'all biting on it. Y'all are biting on it. That's why y'all saying Al Heyman shouldn't work with him. So you know what I'm saying? If it's working for Tio, why not stick to your guns, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just common sense. It's just common sense. But yeah, man, you know, great business deal for Teofimo, man. Another thing I wanted to say, God damn, I just forgot it, bro. That shit slipped my mind. Definitely slipped my mind. Oh. Yeah. Yo, why is it that and this is the crazy part because you know it's dead fans saying this, man. It's dead fans saying this. And then another thing is this. Yo, why y'all not praising Tank, man? Ain't he about to get the fight with Teofimo, one of the four kings? Another one of the four kings?
Now we gotta
You know what I'm
believe
saying?
it to see it. We gotta
Nah,
see it
man,
to
y'all just
believe
had
it. We gotta see it to
y'all just
believe it.
had you just had Dom call in talking about he disappointed in T.O. He not facing the top guys. I mean, that's all T.O. ever done, bro. I mean, he done fought Jermaine Ortiz. He was the top prospect in the game. You know what I'm saying? He done beat what's my boy he just fought him. He just fought him in New York. Just fought him in New York. Goddamn, what's his name? That's Mexican dude from California, man. Just fought him. Can't
Who?
think of his name. You know who we're talking about, man? He just beat up Jose Ramirez, and he just beat up whatchamacallit, from the
Barboza?
UK. Yeah, Arnold Barboza. Yeah,
Catterall?
man. Yeah, Jack Catterall, man. Come on, bro. He caught a body between he caught a Jack Catterall and he caught a Jose Ramirez, who's Evan Haney just beat. But y'all gonna say he not fighting the top guys? Well, come on, bro. Like, what else is out there? Richards and Hitchens. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he just signed. He just signed with the PBC. So you know you could throw Gary
Bro,
Antoine
how
in the
you saying
equation
it's so
and Alberto
definite? How
Put.
you
Like, come
saying it's
on,
so
bro.
definite? How you saying it's so definite? There's no
Hey,
like
man.
major media source reporting.
Hey, man. I just believe in my guns.
All
You know what
right,
I'm saying? I just believe in my
all right,
guns. I
all
stick to
right,
my guns,
all
man.
right, all
Just
right.
gonna stick to my guns, man. You know? But yeah, man, you got all these things that can be made, but yeah, we sitting here talking about Teofimo ain't doing nothing. Yo, Teofimo done fought like 4 times within the last 2 years, right? How many dead for? How many dead for?
Yeah, but
Huh?
you giving credit to Teal for being active with Top Rank, who he's no longer with, and he complained
Hey,
about
man.
finances. It's easier. No, I mean I just sort of need to teach you boxing. It's easier
No, no,
to
no, no, no,
have
no, no. Hold
three
on,
and four fights a
hold on,
year if you're getting
hold
paid,
on, that's
a reasonable amount of money. You see how Shakur used to fight so often because he was getting paid 3 million, 2.5 million.
Ness.
Yes, sir.
He's doing his due diligence as a champion. As a champion,
What do you mean?
You're required to fight 2 times a year. Why you think if
Two
most
times
don't
is
fight two
normal.
times?
2 times is
Yeah,
normal.
yeah. As a champion, that's what you mandated to do. You fight 2 times a year. Most of the time, if you only see a champion fight 1 time a year, then they're probably going to end up fighting 3 times in another quarter. You know what I'm saying? In another year. That's basically what happens, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all know this. Read the bylaws, man. We're Floyd Schofield Senior. Just read the bylaws. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to educate yourselves on this boxing knowledge, man. Y'all be wondering why shit don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Fighters don't fight as frequently. Read the damn bylaws, man. Read the damn bylaws. They there for a fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know, I just want to say, man, Devin should actually step up and do something, bro. Where's Bill Haney, man? That's what I want to talk to today, man. Where's Bill Haney? That's what, man. Call your boy, man. Get Bill on the show. We need to talk to Bill, man. We need to talk to Bill. We need an explanation for all this, man. Why is Teofimo stepping up and Devin Haney still lagging, man? We need explanations, man. We need explanations. Come on, why is Teofimo willing to join the PBC before Devin? Come on, man. We need explanations, man. All this talk about they done been to this side of the street, that side of the street, but yet they ain't been to one certain side of the street. But here it is, Teofimo jumping over there first. Hey, man, we need explanations, man. We need explanations. But I'm gonna let these callers, you know what I'm saying, handle that BS, man. I'm gonna let them handle that, man. Go pick up your favorite fighter, bro.
All right. If you're trying to call in, now is the time. Last call for callers. Last call for callers. If you're trying to communicate with me, catch me on at ThaBoxingVoice on Instagram. We're right back at it. 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. 7 o'clock Eastern. Peace.